Okay, this is the beginning of our trip. It's August 2nd.
And it's 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Savings Time, 200 miles from Buffalo, and we just saw a pretty amazing sunset. Amazing.
Right.
And I blame it on Justine.
Pink, like fuchsia, and big. Like a pink grapefruit, it looked like.
Yeah, it was the color and the context, because the clouds around it and everything. It's such a dark evening.
I just can't. It's so weird. It came out like white on the screen. You know, there are a lot of assholes on the road today.
Justine, that's not a Christian thing to say. It's just not very kind.
Dad's looking at every one of them.
My fellow human beings should not be disparaged like that, Justine.
There's a tiny sliver of that.
Oh, there's the sun again.
Hey, here we are again.
Not enough light, honey. Wait. When you wake up in Chicago, then we'll do it.
You don't want to talk about what you just did?
Oh, I'd rather talk about it when we get there, and so I can say we accomplished something. We're in the middle of Indiana now. Big fucking deal. You ever see this movie with Stuart Dorff? Is that his name? And Reese. What's her name? I want to say it was made in about 1993. I just saw it this past winter on cable.
6:30 in the morning. We've been traveling since yesterday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We've now just entered our 6th state.
No, we're halfway through our 6th state.
We went through Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York,
Pennsylvania, Ohio, and now we're halfway through Indiana. And I'm feeling no pain. And if it wasn't for just being on the rag or whatever, we could make it in one fell swoop from the middle of Indiana to Minneapolis, St. Paul, the Twin Cities, before the sun goes down, if not sooner.
Oh, thank God. And we've traveled 814 miles so far. Dad has been driving through the night.
You did some of the driving back there at the gas station.
Yeah, I filled up the gas tank. I'm so proud.
Back home in Indiana.
Well, we made it to LA. Just kidding. We're in Chicago.
Chicago, Chicago, it's a little town, throw you around in Chicago. At your bottom dollar, you lose the blues in Chicago, Chicago. And there's the new Comiskey Stadium to our left. That's where the White Sox play. Comiskey, home of the White Sox. The old Comiskey is now a parking lot right across from the new Comiskey.
Chicago, home of Oprah. I'm coming, Oprah.
I know a man who danced with his wife in Chicago, Chicago, my hometown.
All right, tell the folks what we did, since we're in traffic and you can't.
Tell them what we did, what we accomplished to me.
Yes. What did you accomplish, Howard,
We
while I slept?
we managed to get from Hartford to Chicago in one fell swoop in about 16 hours, including a number of stops for medicinal purposes, or to eat, or to get gas, as opposed to having.
Ah.
So that's what we accomplished.
And who drove the entire way?
Not I, because you drove through. Did not drive the entire way. Justine did at least 10 yards when we were getting gas.
How many miles does it say? Can you read it?
How many miles does it say we traveled so far? 930.
Whoa!
So,
Jesus.
you know, figure 14 hours of driving into 930 hours, that tells you what we did.
You feel proud of yourself?
Yes, but my work is not done.
Talk about what we just did. Because back in the video camera a little while ago, you said if Justine wasn't on the rag, we would be in Minneapolis by the time the sun goes down.
We got to Minneapolis before the sun goes down, and I give all the credit to Justine. She kept me psyched up, she motivated me, she nurtured me, and she helped me. And she didn't pay me a cent to say this.
And so what did we do for dinner?
We went to a nice French restaurant whose name escapes me at the moment because I don't speak French hardly at all, if at all. 1, 2, 3 something.
Café 1, 2, 3.
Exactly. And we had a wonderful meal. And we're now at the DoubleTree, an extremely nice hotel in downtown Minneapolis. And we had breakfast, room service, and it is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going out to sightsee. And we're looking in particular for Hiawatha. And if that guy doesn't talk to us when we find him, I'll be very upset.
There's a Hiawatha Lake here,
There is.
a Nokomis Lake here. Very strange.
Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Hi, Alexis.
How many states did we go through?
Hi, Alexis. 9.
Okay, can we just say
Count
what they
them.
were quick? We went from
Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, and now we're in Minnesota. 9. Count them. 9.
and that was in the span of
24 hours. Moscow on the hill. Oh my God. I'm so impressed.
We're in St. Paul right now.
And we're seeing a lot of ethnic shit.
Oh my God.
Very impressive.
You know what happened?
No.
Well, I'm so excited. Somehow I fixed the camera. Because for the last 2 months, the recording button, now I don't know how to get it up. The recording button has been broken. And you had to put your thumb on it forever. And somehow I fixed it. Which is why
Look at this. Can you believe this?
I fixed the camera. Dad's very impressed on how what a nice clean city this is and not how dilapidated. And it really looks like Newport in a lot of ways. Those houses we just saw.
We're talking about St. Paul, Minnesota.
Minnesota, we expected them just to be a bunch of
Hicks.
crushed soda can heads.
Minnesota.
Why? What did you think it was?
I started to say, look at that broadcast facility.
Ah. This is the Cathedral of St. Paul. It's having a facelift.
That is a happening cathedral, let me tell you.
It's happening. Beverly Hills Cathedral with a facelift.
Ireland
No,
was.
what does that mean?
John Ireland.
I thought we were looking at the Capitol.
John Ireland was an actor. He was married to Joanne Drew. Did you ever see the movie Red River with John Wayne and Montgomery Clift? One of the great westerns of all time.
No,
John Ireland was the villain.
but I'll watch it because I've decided Montgomery Clift was the best actor ever. How do you know that? Oh, that's what he's talking about maybe when he was talking about the $10 million home.
Yeah. Our favorite wrestling tour, Mike.
Yes, Michael Morse. M-O-R-S-E.
Michael Morse of the Bronx. FKA. Formerly of the Bronx. Unbelievable. Look at those columns. Look at that garden. Creating Nathan, our Nathan, here in St. Paul. I'm a little bit miffed.
They've claimed him for their own.
I'm not particularly pleased about that.
You want me to see what it says?
Yes.
Nathan Hale, 1755 to 1776. I cannot read this for the life of me. Okay, let's get that. You know what it said? I couldn't read it for the longest time, so I actually had to take out my finger and trace it. What do you think it said? Nathan Hale. A quote.
A what?
A quote
What quote?
from Nathan Hale.
Oh, give me liberty? No, that's Patrick Henry. I regret that I have only one life to
I only
give for-
regret that I have but one life to give for my country. Yep. Okay. Wow. That's Sunday, September 9th. Rented, my goodness. Extraordinary one bedroom in that place. I'm sure it's extraordinary.
European. We'll be coming back. have our temple in this neighborhood to show that we had arrived. Wow.
Okay.
Enough?
Enough. My audience likes movement. Mount Zion Temple, in the midst of this very nice,
Very she neighborhood.
very she neighborhood, so to speak. And we found out that Charles Schultz is from St. Paul.
How did we find out? By virtue of Kowalski?
Kowalski Market down there.
Not just Kowalski Market. Kowalski Gourmet Market.
That's right, Jennifer would have liked that. If I had needed soy boxes for juice, soy juice boxes, I could have gotten them there. But I didn't need them because I am traveling with my father, not my child.
And your father doesn't appreciate soy.
No, he likes orange juice boxes, so that's what I got.
With pulp in the orange.
Oh, I don't know. Because Karen told me to get them. Yes. I got you some peanuts also. A jar of peanuts. That's what Chad keeps in the car.
I think Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of bothering me. So I thought maybe we should get some things with a little more nutrition. And as I say that, in response,
The old man picks up
man,
some Tootsie Rolls.
maybe we should tell Justine and Allie that this is a really nice city. Kind of far though. Schultz was born in St. Paul. He passed away, was it last year or the year before? I think it was just last year. Okay.
Who's counting?
And they did a exhibit to him last year with Snoopy.
In honor of him. They honored him by
They honored him,
Snoopy.
and now they're honoring him with, or as Alexa says, sorry Charlie Brown. I used to always say sorry Charlie to her, and then I put out all the Charlie Brown characters in the breakfast nook, and so I said, this is Charlie Brown, and she said, sorry Charlie Brown. Great, I got it, thank you. Yeah. Shopping bags outside my house back there. Okay.
Gonna win.
Actually, that other guy who had his thing, the Swedish one, much bigger building.
That's Karen's house. Yeah. Real house. For you and me, it would be perfectly satisfactory. But that's where the servants stay.
For sale.
Hiawatha, where are you? Hi. Hi. I'm here. I'm here for you, babe.
I have no idea if this is going to work, but
We're here in
Yeah.
St. Paul, having a ball.
I think that's the Mississippi River that bridge is going over.
What's the sign say? Joe? The white sign.
one-bedroom apartment available.
It's been there for over 100 years, that sign. Is that historic or what?
Because it's German. Okay. Still, I wouldn't like that sign out on my wedding.
Showing 94, 35E, 35E, California Avenue, College Boulevard, and the state capitol.
This one is Yearbook Charlie Brown.
You see this? We're in Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes. But it's also a mysterious land. I mean, who do you suppose counted all those lakes? Hey people, when I think of a video film, you're gonna get this, maybe. But this is a great picture anyway. Is there something I could say in homage to this beautiful scene?
Beautiful skyline.
Yeah.
This is Minneapolis. Minnesota.
And there's the Metrodome, the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. And here's beautiful downtown Minneapolis.
And we're going to watch Grumpy Dragon.
And Sophisticated Tiger.
Here we are, just in case.
This is Lake Anonymous.
Lake Anonymous. It might be the one lake we see in the land of 10,000 lakes. So,
Just outside of Minneapolis, heading towards Lake Minnetonka, if we ever could find it.
yeah. No, I just didn't want to go in your eye. Sure is beautiful. We're taking this long ride around it on our way to South Dakota. But here we are in Minnesota at Lake Minnetonka. Sure is beautiful.
That's the water tower we were at before, right?
Oh, I guess so. Hey, Howie.
Hey, I'm at Lake Minnetonka. Always wanted to get here.
Here. We're leaving Lake Minnetonka. Lake Minnetonka. Not just a lake.
Not just any lake.
It's a way of life.
Titled The Witness to Time. It reads as follows. The Minnesota River Valley is a witness to time. Rocks formed 3.8 billion years ago. I wonder who did the counting on that one. Some of the oldest in the world lie exposed on the valley floor. These gray, pink, and red granite rocks are memorials to a fiery young Earth when molten rock in the planet's interior pushed against the Earth's crest, deforming it, creating Professor Winston Weatherheist, and they're looking at some puffed up clouds over there that represent humidity. Oh.
Okay. They fixed the car. We're on our way to Laura's homestead. I just took tours of the houses. They have all this stuff there preserved. Amazing. And obviously, Laura's spirit came down last night and wouldn't let us start our car because she knew I'd want to see all this. There's the sad house, right? Isn't that what that is right there?
No, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Sunflower seeds.
We're still in South Dakota. Crops and crops of sunflowers.
Old Indian tribes who are from around here, they built their sod things before the white settlers ever got here, thousands of years before. So it's the Historical Cultural Heritage Center. It's underground, and
The Akira?
the Arikara.
Arikara.
And and this is native South Dakota prairie sod with actual vegetation that you'd find when there weren't any Europeans here. It's got buffalo grass, blue grama, western wheat, green needle, and side oats grama. And they've got native flowers, meadow herbs, and other native plants such as yucca and skunk brush. It's really cool. Really cool.
Focus. Anyways, we're in Pierre, the capital of South Dakota.
And it's a real neat city.
And this is the Cultural Heritage Center.
With residential homes on the top of the ridge, designed to see when the Crow Nation is coming to attack us. Well, the Crow, or the Blackfeet, if we're lucky, we have enough time to send for our allies, the Cheyenne.